Hello, this is the 198th Test from the Future, an experimental podcast from the year 2225, which we are sending from our present to yours. My name is Simon, and Dirk is not here. And we're putting the past in podcast. And the reason Dirk's not with me, actually, is that he's in Mexico, gone there for holiday. So I figured I'd take this opportunity, following last week's show where we were back in the 21st century, figured I'd take the opportunity to do that again. Come back myself, and this time I've tried something different. So, spoiler alert, I'm already here. It's already the year 2025. And the difference, the thing I did differently this time, is rather than teleporting from my apartment in Niederrad and ending up in Lorsbach, instead I figured, okay, that's like a westward shift, right? So I made my way to Hanau in the year 2225, teleported there, so I took like a portable battery pack for the low-fidelity wave burner, plugged that into a public teleporter, and from there teleported, using the regular mechanism by which we now travel back in time, and I ended up here in Frankfurt, in the middle of Frankfurt, so around the Hauptwache section. And actually I'm just walking around, there's some shops. I see there Jack Wolfskin, and over there like cheese and more. So basically downtown Frankfurt, lots of shops all around. It's a bit more busy, many more people walking around compared to Lorsbach. It's pretty nice. So I'm here, going to look around, figured I'd record what I see. Again, this is an interesting way of doing things, where Dirk and I are from the year 2225, we're coming back 200 years. It's very interesting for us, seeing what things did we learn about in school, what things were we already aware of, versus what things are actually very different. Like, one of the examples is we knew in principle people in the past were much shorter, but it is really interesting to be walking around towering above everyone. And so we'll continue with that today. So you all can't see, I best describe it. I just saw walking into Cheese and More, I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like the person we were speaking with last week, on account of she's wearing a jacket that's all like rainbow coloured, very eye-catching. And actually, that's the point, like I've noticed here in the past, I'm looking around me now, I think I pretty much see almost exclusively, so everyone's wearing black coats, black jackets, black coats, black woolly hats, black trousers. Very occasionally you'll see someone in dark grey or dark blue, and very, very occasionally someone in bright white. But there's no colours, there's no like bright blue, bright orange, bright red, except for that guy emptying some bins, he's in bright orange. Anyways, very exciting in terms of colours, but right, like I say, I just saw walking into the cheese shop, the person I spoke with last week. I'm just going to go wait outside the shop for when she gets out. Maybe I get a chance to talk with her again. It would be interesting, because I didn't get her name last week, so it would be interesting to see if she even remembers that there's a person from the future here. Oh, and, hello. So she's just stepped out of the shop. Hey, do you remember me? So we spoke last week. We met in Lorsbach at the Bahnhof there. It was night time. I was with Dirk.
Oh, yeah, you and your friend. You just disappeared.
That's it.
It was a nice little trick. Your friend walks off, and then, I turn, or, I get distracted, and you also just, wee.
Yeah. I mean...
You're future boy, right?
I'm from the future, yeah. My name's Simon, yeah. Well, you didn't get to say your name last time. What was your name?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Okay, it's a good name. But but then I think last week you didn't necessarily believe we were from the future. Are you convinced now?
What? Why?
Well, because of the way we teleported away.
Nice fancy magic trick, and I'm supposed to believe you're from the future, huh?
Since I am from the future, yes. You're not convinced. Okay. Well, here's, for example, I can talk about something that maybe will convince you. So you just came out of this shop here. It's a cheese shop, yeah? Did you know, or you didn't know, in the future, we only have vegan food. So the cheese, we have cheese, sure, it's very tasty, but it's not made from...
you don't have animals anymore?
We have animals, they talk, they hang out with us, some of our best friends are animals.
They talk, they hang out with you?
Exactly.
Oh, what, like dogs that can talk?
Yeah, dogs, cats, elephants, kangaroos.
Oh, how'd you manage that?
Not me personally, but technology.
Mm-hmm.
Cyborg
That's a
chips.
Nice vague answer.
Yep.
Technology, because it's magic.
Not magic, technology. And not all animals, like only animals who've been upgraded, other ones who can talk, regular animals cannot.
Have you been upgraded? You don't seem very upgraded.
Well, here's the thing. I have a cyborg chip. Yeah, Dirk, I think maybe you mentioned it last week. It's a thing that helps us stay healthy, So say we get a cold, it will boost our immune system. But I've noticed when I'm here back in the past, it's deactivated. There's no internet signal for it. So while I'm here, I'm not enhanced. And that's why I appear like just a regular person to you, I think.
I'm sure that chip makes you very interesting in the future, but right now it seems like you don't understand hints, cues, senses of humor, sarcasm.
Well, actually, that's not anything to do with the cyborg chip. That's just how we are in the future.
You guys have no humor.
No humor.
Future sound. What?
Exactly. Well, we do have a sense of humor, but it's so different from your humor here
sure
200 years in our past that there really is an overlap, you know. You probably can't tell, but I'm making all kinds of amazing witticisms that if I had any listeners in the future, in the year 2225, they'd be rolling around laughing.
Why don't you have listeners?
Because we send our podcast back
sucks?
200 years. Well, that's maybe...
Do you have friends?
Dirk. He's one of my best friends.
Friend.
I have some other friends whose names I can't recall right now because that would be
like
invading their privacy.
Like your dog or a cat were forced to be your friend?
No, I don't have any pets like that. Not ones that are forced to be my friends.
How sad.
Yeah.
Even cats and dogs don't want to be your friend.
Not my friend, no. We hang out together occasionally, like we go on hikes together. It's pretty fun going on hikes with dogs because they really love walking, you know, even if they can talk, they also love
Don't
walking.
you have your own fancy treadmills you can do hikes on? Do you know what a treadmill is?
We don't call them treadmills, we call them hover mills, but yes, they exist.
Of course they're hover mills.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but I don't have one personally. I like to go for walks out in the world.
Marty McFly style, yeah.
He doesn't go for walks in the world, does he? He rides around on a hoverboard.
Exactly, that's what I'm referring to.
Okay. Yeah,
I
so
see.
we have Back to the Future in the future.
But apparently no humor.
Like I say, our own special brand. And right, a lot of your humor, I think maybe you're also making jokes, but so many of them are going over my head that I'm not picking up on them. But our listeners, here's the point. The listeners of our show, in the year 2025, they will totally be getting your sense of humor. They'll be rolling around laughing. Maybe it will boost the popularity of our show because, our future humor maybe doesn't click so well with folk in the past.
Oh, jeez.
And then actually, I did have another question for you, which was, did you look up our podcast last week? I suggested, you know, hey, you could email us in the future. We didn't get any more.
No. Why would I do that?
Also because I thought maybe us
You're
disappearing.
just some rando who shows up to the train station and speaks all this future nonsense. And no.
No?
I'm not interested.
Okay. And you're not interested still?
No.
Okay. I just wanted to say, well, for our listeners, I mean, they know the name of the show, Test from the Future. If you ever want to search for our podcast, it's called Test from the Future.
You're really, really into this podcasting thing, aren't you? You just like, it's like you just like dissolved yourself into your fantasy world of futuring. Future. I'm future boy with my cyborg chips. Ooh, and teleportations. And my vegan cheese for some reason.
Especially the smoked jalapeno cheese. That's the best.
And animals who don't even talk to me.
Just because an animal can talk doesn't mean they're compelled to talk to a person. They can blank you. They can ignore you. They've got their own stuff going on, you know. Maybe they're very busy.
Okay.
You can't just interrupt someone when they're walking along the street.
Ignore you and
you can do. And actually, I was about to say, looking at the time here, I also need to be heading off soon. I don't want to teleport away in front of you. That was pretty rude of me last time. So instead, I'll say goodbye. Nice to see you again.
Feel free to teleport away from me and just
I just need to.
I'm not interested.
Yep, that's fair enough.
I'm done with your crazy. You've been following me, have you?
I mean, I've not been following you. I just happened to be here in Frankfurt, and then I spotted your coat.
You just happened to spot me.
Well, your coat is very eye-catching. If you look around us, maybe you've noticed pretty much everyone's wearing black coats, or at least very plain, and your one is very brightly coloured, rainbow colours. So you did catch my eye. I wasn't purposefully stalking you.
Yeah.
It's actually quite a big coincidence.
Maybe I should get a different jacket.
If you want to blend in. Last week we bumped into each other in Lorsbach. It's quite a big coincidence to bump into each other here in Hauptwache as well.
It's not very far.
Half an hour by train, yeah. I looked it up.
Lovely.
I teleported.
Do you know how to use the trains now?
Not yet. I worked out a better way, which is in the future. I teleport wherever I want to be, shift it over a little bit. So I teleported from Hanau. Hanau, when I teleported 200 years in the past, brought me here to Hauptwache.
Such grand delusions. Anyways.
I'm
going to go away now.
Indeed. Goodbye.
Please do not come around.
No. I'm going to walk off here, but then.
Yeah, okay. Dude, watch where you're going.
Whoa, I'm sorry about that.
What did you do to me?
So I'm really sorry. Like I mentioned,
What is this?
So you're in the year 2225. You're in the future, but don't worry. Actually, okay. The battery is empty here on the low fidelity wave burner. I will get you back.
What?
So
what?
Maybe now you're convinced? This is the
did
year
you just jab
2225.
me with some drugs?
No. That would be very rude. But to the point, my cyborg chip has come back online, so I'm all enhanced. But no, I accidentally brought you with me here to the future. Sorry about that. Must have when you tried.
I give up. I give up. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this is. What did you do to me? What is this?
Maybe if you look around, does this look familiar? This is Hanau?
No, I don't know what this is.
Okay. We're still in Frankfurt, so you've not gone far. It's just that you're 200 years in your future. Let me work out something. I just need to get a fresh battery pack. I'll work something out. I'll get you back to your time. No worries, okay?
I hate you.
Okay, let me wrap up. On that note, I'll wrap up the podcast. Listeners to Test from the Future in the year 2025.
Oh my God, stop talking to whatever
I've got to
you're
put this
talking
in there.
to.
You know? So please send an email to michaelozani5@gmail.com. Put
What?
the episode number 198 in the subject line. We love you all very much.
Is this your huge stunt?
See you in the future.
What
Bye-bye.
is this?